Hey y'all, this is Lauren Truslow and welcome to The Plan. I am a serial entrepreneur with 5 small businesses, plus I have 4 kiddos. Life is crazy, needless to say. I have to keep my life organized. It's the sink or swim theory. So I've created my planners to help keep me organized and scheduled, but also to make sure we are taking care of ourselves. It's time. It is officially time to pull out our new planners. Step 1, you got to make sure you have one so you can write all these fun things in there. You need both 22 and 23 with you so you can put them all together. My hope is that you utilized the back of your planner where you have that whole year at a glance, and you can then transfer into your 23. Glance at what I've done, but it's all the things. January is already a little crazy. Let's look at a different month. But like in March, these are the things that, you knew we already had. We have cheer competitions. We have the heart ball. We have an instructor retreat. So go through and put all those important dates in there throughout the entire year so that you already have, and I think those dates normally are pretty big, so there they have their fun little stickers all the way through. Let's see, do we have anything in December already? A noon dismissal. So that's it so far. But then you have them from start to finish. So step 1, get your planner. Step 1B would be put all your important dates from the last little part of your 22 into your 23 all the way through. Step 2, passcodes and birthdays. Again, important dates. There's a section in the front of your planner. Birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, all those fun things. And then you have your lovely stickers. That's how many, I've already put that many birthdays in. And you go through and make sure you put all those birthdays with a sticker or a highlighter or something, so it pops out at you. It's always the worst when you forget somebody's birthday. And so make sure you go through all the way through 23. Put all your special birthdays in there. Passcodes, I try to make it, what's old and what's not important anymore from your previous planner. And then I'll just take all those and rewrite them nicely, since at the end, mine look a little sloppy from last year where you crossed out and all the things. But that would be my step 2, is put all my passcodes in, passwords, all the things, and all the birthdays for 23. Step 3, I want you to take a little time. Step 1 and step 2, pretty easy, just copy and paste. Step 3, I want you to take some time, and I want you to notice where it is in the planner. So you open it, a welcome, the key of like what everything is. And then it's right to the me plan, like right out of the gate. This is a big differentiator of the plan versus other planners. And I want you to make sure that you take some time with it. I want you to sit down. I want you to find a quiet space. I am on my bed. This is where I have an office at the studio, but it's, it's always crazy and a lot of people there. When I need some time where I just zone in and am with my thoughts. I know you're not supposed to. It's probably why my sleep's all messed up. But I like to come and sit down and just kind of zen out in my room and find my own thoughts. The me plan is that kind of time. I want you to carve it out. I want you to sit by yourself. I want you to think about what you need this year. Truly reread what the me plan is. Open it up and know that there are different areas: health, movement, relationships, self-care, meal prep, hydration. What are those things to you? What do you need? What do you need to get rid of? As women, we really give so much. And then all of a sudden, we're like, shoot. I mean, that is why this came to be. I like couldn't sleep one night, and I was just exhausted from just giving. And then you realize one day your cup is totally empty, and it's been empty for a while, and you keep trying to pour from it. That's just our nature. We love to nurture and mother and give no matter what age we are. It's just kind of innate in us. And this is to hopefully get you in the mindset that it is okay and we shouldn't feel guilty when we take a little time for ourselves. So the me plan, and then notice once you get to the pages at the bottom, it says, what did I do for me today? It's there for a reason, because we want to continue to make this me plan a top priority, to make you a top priority in your day, your week, your month, your quarter, your year. And it's really easy to start out strong in January when you get the fresh, crisp pages. And then when all the life kind of tumbles on it, it gets a little harder. But I want you to keep it top of mind because I'm right there with you. I need reminders to make sure that I stop and take a pause for me. So me plan, that is step 3. Make sure you fill it out, and let's really try to keep those little notes at the bottom. I am not the greatest about that. I'll let you use it for extra notes. We created notepads this year just so you could throw those little notepad pages in there. Don't you worry. So those are there now, truly, because I was bound and determined I'd stop writing in my me plan section at the bottom of my pages. So step 3, it's all about you. Dream big. It's the big plan section, and that is step 4 of getting your planner set up. And I, again, want you to find a quiet space to sit down and really think about this. I've been working on mine for weeks, and I still have not written anything in the actual pages because I don't want to mess it up, which I know sounds crazy, but I'm really mindful about my big plan. I am going to be 40 this year. In August, I turned 40. And so I am picturing my life when I'm approaching 50. What do I want? What do I want in my job? What do I want with my family, my husband? What are my personal goals for myself? Here's the thing, though. I want you to think big, and I want you to be a little scared. I don't want you to have some safe goals that just makes you feel comfortable. I always say when I'm teaching class, when you step outside your comfort zone, that's where the change lies. In that case, physically, but this, I have found so many things in my life that are wonderful by stepping over that line and being super scared. And so I want you to do that here. I always say start with 10 years. Like I said, that would be like I'm looking 50 down the face, What do I want for that? And then how am I going to get there? What do I need to do in the next 5 years to reach those 10 years goals? And what do I need to do in the next 3 years to hit my 10-year goals? And what needs to happen in the next year? So start with the 10, make them big and scary, and then work your way backwards so you can get there. But let me just say one more time, they need to be like, yes, if that happened, oh my gosh, it would be crazy and it would be amazing. Scary big, dream big kind of goals. That's your step 4. And step 5. Okay, so you have this beautiful monthly glance. You have all your things, but then I want you to take it to a weekly view. This is where I feel like some of you are like, yeah, but I can see it right here. Every Sunday, sit down. Now today's Monday because it's January 2nd. And so things are a little off. Technically, it's like a Sunday. But today I went through number 1 and filled out my meal prep page and what we're going to have for dinner and what else I needed from the store, and went to the store. Number 2, I went to my month at a glance, and then I went to each day and I wrote down exactly what needed to happen, what the schedule was. Now, there are several things, several things. It's a lot of things that happen every day. For example, tomorrow, at 8:30, I teach at Lake Murray. And then I have a strategy meeting at 10:15. And then I have content work at 12:15. And then I have to go pick up the kids. And then we have tumbling and we have karate. Those are the things that are always there. But I write them down so that I free my mind of all the other clutter. Like I don't have to think about what my day is. This is what it is. It's all written down. And if I have a meeting or a doctor's appointment or whatever, that's going to cover multiple hours, then I'll arrow it down. But I go through and write down each day exactly what's going to happen. So like exec meeting, teach, everything's written down all the way through. So that if things pop up, which inevitably they will, I mean, y'all know, just because it's Monday doesn't mean your week's going to be set. Then if somebody's like, oh, hey, can you have a meeting on such and such? Or can you have lunch on Tuesday? You can flip right through and you see exactly the hours that are free. Try to get into that set schedule at least every Sunday so that you have, okay, this is the day I'm going to write my week at a glance. And then it also kind of, you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what's happening. The consistency here is super important. And I want you to pick a day. My day is Sunday. Your day could be different. Maybe like Wednesday's your down day and you're like, okay, that's when I'm going to make my meal prep stuff. I'm going to write my grocery list. I'm going to write everything down for the next, until the next Wednesday. Pick what works for you. There's not a one size fits all here. But the consistency of writing it down. And here's the thing, when you get to that weekly view, so tomorrow, this is post-holiday. It's a lengthy list, let's be real. I'm going to try to cross off as many of those things as I can. But I'm going to guarantee they're not all going to be crossed off tomorrow. So then I will cross off as many, but then I'll have to rewrite them for the next day so that all of a sudden it doesn't fall off my radar and I have done nothing on my list. So the consistency of that weekly scheduling is so important. And I want you to pick a day. Let me know how it's working for you. And here we come, 2023. New year, not new you, because that's BS. New year and your best you. That's what we're after. Okay.